public service announcement from Kxci. And this week's live in-studio interview features Lando and Herm in the building. What's going down, gentlemen?
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Chillin', man. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm doing great.
Fantastic.
Herm's doing amazing. He's been in Japan. Right?
Yeah,
He just
I'm jet lagged.
Come back from Japan. Ohio gozaimasu. Yeah, I got you.
We used to say Ohio. We were saying Ohio players. When they say that, we'd be like, Ohio players.
And you guys will be participating in the Tucson Hip Hop Summit coming up on Friday,
Yes,
September
sir.
18th, and on Saturday, September 19th at the Scratch Shack, 245 West Speedway, Tucson, AZ 85701. 2-day indoor-outdoor music festival. It's going to be great. You guys looking forward? Or?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be on a panel, so I'm speaking on a panel. So I don't know what I'm gonna be talking about. DJing, I guess.
It's finna be cracking. I'm excited. I'm performing on the 19th, which is a Saturday. Later in the day, I believe Marley B and Combined Vibes are performing too. I'm excited. This is a really awesome event, you know, put on by the people over at We Are Bugging Out. Shout out Jocelyn, shout out Mike, shout out Smash Lames, you know, all the cool cats. But yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super excited to be on the show, my man. I haven't seen you in a year, so you know, we get to chop it up on air. So
thank you for coming through, man. And it's a pleasure to see you, man, and pleasure to meet you, man.
Likewise, man. I haven't been in here in 20
I'm
years.
anxious to hear your stories. Man. You said you've been here a couple of times, right?
Yeah, 20 years ago. A long time ago.
Long time ago.
Down.
Introduce yourself to all the listeners, man.
Oh, my name's Herm. I'm a working class DJ here in town, past 20 so years. Let's see. I hate talking about myself, but I guess I have to do that in these type of things.
Yeah, you gonna have to talk about this. The radio.
I do a monthly party called Kitchen Sink at La Cocina on last Saturday night of the month. We just changed it from a weekly to a monthly event. I also do a monthly event called Cold Sweat, which is Motown, funk, soul based music. Another dance party also at La Cocina on third Fridays of the month. Every 3 months, I do a party at, called Skaters Gonna Skate with my partner Ronnie Hardcase, and we do like an old time roller skating jam. I DJ for dance classes in town, cardio classes, Breakout and Canyon Ranch. What else? I do a lot, man. I do weddings, parties, quinceañeras. I DJ. I just like to make people dance, man. It's my job is to make people dance. Can't ask for anything better than that.
And you're going to be at the Hip Hop Summit on Saturday?
Yes, sir. I'm speaking on a panel. I'm just here so I don't get fined from Pike. No, I'm speaking on the DJ panel with a couple other friends of mine. I'm kind of interested in seeing how that works out. It'll be nice to kind of talk about ourselves and answer any questions that folks have about the life of a DJ.
Lando? What's up?
So what's up, y'all? My name is Lando Chill. I'm born and raised Chicago, Illinois, but I came to Tucson 2010. What do? I am a musician. I am usually the time host of Pike's Scratch Shack. I'm also the host of the new inaugural School of Thought battles, which is coming up on September 26th. So, you know, come out and see that. I'm an up-and-coming musician. I sing and I rap. I got 2 albums I'm working on. One with that's mixed by Jive and Scientist, but I got producers by the likes of D-Funk and Jet Lag and Ben B on it. So, you know, and the second project's produced by Tom Johnson, a.k.a. Tom, a.k.a. Santa of Headlock. So, you know, I'm just an up-and-comer, honestly, my man. I'm like the dark horse of Tucson right now. I'm real low key. I'm a friendly guy, so no one ever suspects nothing. But, you know, when the young kid dynamites, it's going to be awesome.
We can check you out on Saturday, of course. Do you know what time you're going to be on stage, man?
I think it's later in the day. I think around like 11, 10:30, 11.
the Tucson Hip Hop Summit, man. I'm looking forward to that. Are you guys looking forward to it, man? I'm excited, man.
I know.
Yeah, man. I'm kind of interested in seeing, in meeting people and seeing putting names to faces. I mean, this time of social media, you kind of see thumbnails of people as you're scrolling down the page, but you know, I'm in the loop, but out of the loop at the same time. So I don't really know all the acts and all the artists that are out there. And in the DJ community, I do, but not necessarily in the other fields. I've been in the scene for a long, long time, but as you get older, you kind of lose track of who's doing what.
Yeah.
I seen Lando perform once at the Scratch Shack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it was super dope.
Yeah.
That was like the first time I ever seen you perform. I'd heard your name, and can't remember what show it was.
Was it the one where I lost my voice?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Yeah. Who what show was that?
So the Tanya Morgan show?
Tanya Morgan
Yes.
show?
Yes. It was Tanya.
Yeah, and I came back from tour with Pike and JB, and I got sick and I lost my voice, and I had to show.
But like it shows your dedication. I mean, you were still up there, and I remember the only reason I knew you lost your voice is because I hadn't heard you before, so I didn't know if that was your normal voice. But you had said that, but you still were on stage, and you still did your whole set, and you still killed it, and you didn't have any excuses, and that's consummate professional right there, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Dang, yeah, that was tough. That was fun though. I'm glad you enjoyed that, man. Dang.
And Lando, how long you been rapping, man?
You want to know the truth?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say probably like maybe 2 years.
2 years?
Like
You're
a
real
year and a
good,
half.
man.
Yeah?
You're real good, bro. I remember at the old show a year ago. Well, last time I saw you.
Yeah, that was one of my first shows. My homie, the mentor, Swindo, he put me on a show. It was at Club 4th Ave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of your shows, wasn't it? It was one of the local showcases.
It was just a local show, man.
Before
Homegrown Promotions 520.
Yeah.
Shout out to Swindo.
Shout out. But yeah, man, that was my first show, and I was so nervous. And man, from there it's just grown, my man. I started in poetry, and then music's always been a part of me. But I decided to give it a try. You know what I'm saying? Just put the words to a little beat, you know?
Yeah.
Work it out.
And that's how mostly a lot of rappers start off. Poetry is real powerful, and if you could put it into raps, that's even better. And if you're doing something positive for the community, all that good stuff, that all goes into play. So that's real cool. I'm looking forward to seeing you perform, and hopefully I can make
I'm gonna kill it.
The date. I'm gonna be there Friday afternoon, but I have to work Saturday. But I'll be there afternoon.
You gonna miss me Saturday?
Well, I'll have Pike take a video.
Pike, man, you better video me up, man.
Live via Snapchat.
You know what I'm saying? Snapchat, aka Snapchat Blance Pants, by the way. Lance Pants, aka Blance Pants.
And we encourage everyone that's tuned in right now to go to the Scratch Shack 245 West Speedway Friday afternoon at 6 o'clock, and on Saturday morning it's gonna be 10 a.m. right?
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Sharp
all the way till midnight or so.
Wow.
And Herm, tell me a little story of you said you've been here, you've heard of Kxci, you've heard of Papa Funk, all that good stuff.
I used to listen to Kxci. I used to record Scotty Papa Funk way back in the day. So this is the only place you could, like, when I'm thinking like.
When's way back in the day? Because you ain't that old, bro.
The early 80s. I'm 41.
You look to be 41?
Yes, sir.
You lying, bro. You look 25. You look 25.
Thinking I was only 15. No, so I'm talking maybe I was 10, 11, so that would have been early 80s or whatever, and Papa Funk was one of the few, actually maybe the only show in town that was playing electro and West Coast funk and just the good stuff. And I was telling you earlier, like, I think I might even have some cassettes from way back in the day that I'm a pack rat, and I keep everything. And I know somewhere in a shoebox or in a box back home I got cassettes that I used to record off Kxci when I stay up at night and press record. And I was too young to know. They were talking about the clubs and the parties. I had no idea what those were. I was too young, but I love the music, man. I love the music.
That's real cool, man. That's real cool. I heard a lot of stories about Papa Funk. Hopefully I can listen to some of the cassettes you have, or even meet him, but
yeah,
get a hold of him.
And then fast forward like many years later when I was in my early 20s, so this would have been early or mid 90s or so.
Boy, 92?
92 I was 18, so 95, 96 maybe.
92 was a good year.
We used to come out for, is that when you were born?
Yes,
Oh
sir.
man, I felt super old. We came out here and we did a show. My DJ partner, I'm part of a DJ crew, called, a two-man DJ crew called Tortilla Factory. It's myself and DJ Bonus is pretty much my brother from another. And we did a show here. I think it might have been Mr. Pete's Hip Hop Ride. He came out and he interviewed us and had us a DJ a set. And then fast forward another 5-6 years from that, early 2000s. A friend of mine brought down, did a show here with Medusa from Project Blowed, Rhapmatic, and Divine Styler, old school West Coast rapper. And I think we came through here and they did a little interview to promote the show that they were doing. It was a b-boy battle. It was a b-boy jam, a b-boy battle / concert or whatever. But yeah, so it's been a long time. It's been about 20 years now that I've been in this building, but I've been in here before and had a lot of fun back then.
That's real cool, man. And you're here now, and
yeah,
Tucson Hip Hop Summit Saturday. You're gonna be a part of it.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Talking on the panels,
It's history.
answering questions. That's the thing is one thing, because I'm such a pack rat, because I have been in the scene for so long. I remember like a lot of the old hip hop groups that used to come through town, or they used to live here, and some of them moved on, some of them just don't really perform much anymore. But I have old cassettes from another radio station way back in the day. It was a battle of the local rappers, and everybody would turn in their music. It was the Power of Three, Drunken Soul Freaks, who were Native Souls, who is now James Cypherface. Those guys have had like 18 names amongst them. Banana Brothers, I can't hear, Aquafied. I can't even remember all the names. But no, I've been in the scene for a long time, and I knew all the hip hop heads. And back then, it was a lot smaller. It's a lot smaller community, and I like what Pike is doing, or what We Are Bugging Out is doing with the Hip Hop Summit, because I haven't seen it this unified in a long time. We used to have downtown Saturday nights, and they used to be the ciphers, and everybody used to hang out there, and all the MCs would come and bust. And then we used to have APT jams. APT was an old graffiti crew. I dabbled in everything hip hop and all the elements. But back in the day, the APT crew used to have hip hop jams, and it'd be not necessarily battles, just the b-boys would come out and MCs would freestyle. And it was a place called Plaza Pub on Pennington. That was a place to be. There was Club Dada. That was a place to be, where Z-Trip did a party there before he was who he is now. He was an Arizona DJ back then. There's a lot of history, man. I'm fortunate. I'm glad to be an old dude coming up in the scene, because I see it all. And again, I'm really glad that We Are Bugging Out is putting this summit together, because in many, like, I kind of lost track of all the MCs, all the groups, all the artists in town, just because it wasn't unified like it used to be. And back then, we all knew each other. And now I feel like it's coming back, especially with the summit. It's coming back to that.
Got that new blood coming. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Hey, we try. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm. If you don't know, some of the cats that are going to be performing at the show, I believe Marley B, Cash Lansky, Combined Vibes, which is top Max.
Scientist is going to be there.
Jive Scientist is going to be performing. Habeas, Aeon.
Aeon was here last week with Vanna D.
Yeah.
Vanna D's going to do the live artwork.
Yeah. S Merchant, and he performing too.
The documentary of Power 1490 is going to be on Saturday morning.
Oh, you're going to air that?
Very good film by R-Dub.
So we got a lot of Tucson, up and comers performing. I'm really, really excited, because this is just a segue into what else is happening later in September. With the Hip Hop Summit, and having that conglomerate of people all around Arizona coming up, and then seeing what we're doing here, what Pike is doing here, what We Are Bugging Out is doing here. And then they have the Jiving Release show on the 25th, and then the School of Thought on the 26th. So there is just like a bam, 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 little.
Just keep it rolling.
Man,
Arizona, Tucson.
That's the thing that has to happen here in Tucson, because like coming from the outside in, being from Chicago and whatnot, I never really heard of Tucson hip hop and Tucson rap. I wasn't, and I get here and the scene is just bubbling up, but I'm not really privy to it until all of a sudden I get wind of stuff that Pike's doing, and then I get introduced to Pike, from Pike to Jive and Scientist to Fenn to Runt. All of a sudden, I'm seeing shows Johnny Red's throwing. I'm seeing shows that they're throwing over at La Cocina with Kitchen Sink, you know, with Funporium. Then I'm hearing stuff. Then I meet Tom and Bambi. You know, it all started with We Are Bugging Out and Pike. So I mean, and shout out to everybody who supports the movement.
Where can we get a hold of you guys, man? If somebody wants to contact you for a DJ, if somebody wants to...
Will we get a hold of you, Herm?
Yeah, on Instagram and on Facebook, I'm Hermilito, which is HERMILITO. Just social media wise, and I'm around.
I follow you on your social media. I believe so.
Yes, we follow each other. That's the new way. That's the new handshake these days. You meet somebody online before you meet them in person.
So what's your Instagram, player?
What's yours, Lando?
Oh, my okay, well, you know, I keep everything universal. Instagram and Twitter is at Lando_chill. So at Lando_chill for my SS, you know what I'm saying? Put it up for La Raza. But yeah, that's the Instagram and Twitter. And Facebook, just look me up, Lando Chill. Fan page, Facebook friend page, whatever, you know, hit me up. I like to talk, share music, ideas, build a movement, because, you know, us as artists and DJs and promoters, you know, and regardless of radio hosts, we need to build a demand, and we need to be in this together,
right?
You know, regardless of if we are a radio host, DJ. I mean, we're all in this together. We're on everything together, but
power in numbers.
For real, man.
Back in the day, I was, you know, there was no drama, no beef between anybody. I mean, it's in the hip hop scene, and
there's beef every day.
Yeah, I know.
Well, the steak on the table every day where they cutting up, man. You asking the butcher, yo.
I feel like the game has changed since then. So now it's a little bit different, and now it's kind of like every man for himself. Back then, it was just a bunch of kids, us kids having fun, and then, you know, we didn't. I think when the game blew up and people started seeing that there was money to be made in this, that's when it started getting a little bit more competitive, and, you know, crabs in a bucket type. You know, everyone wants to bring each other down.
I always hear that saying too.
Yeah, and it's no good, man. You need to. That's why I'm thinking this hip hop summit is a good thing, because people come together and it's all love. I mean, that's what it should be. It should be all love. I mean, everybody should be. I mean, to hear. I've known Jive. I love those guys, man. I love those guys like brothers. Those are just great people. But to hear that Lando's working with Jive and then working with Tom and Jive, like, I knew them both separately, and I thought they knew each other, because it just the vibe that I got from both of them was just so perfect. So to hear that you're working with Headlock, and it's like, it should be that way. I mean, it should be everybody. You know, Cash and Marley did the thing with Merce, and then they came back, and they're still working within the community, with the circle. There's no ego there. There's no, you know, arrogance. There's no, you know, well, I've done this and you haven't done that. It's just, no, man, it's all love, man.
That's how it's a wonderful thing, man.
And as an older dude looking at this, that's what I like most about that. Because I mean, let's be honest. Like, me as a hip hop fan, I'm a diehard hip hop fan. I'm the guy that downloads the albums, you know, the second they leak, and I'm the same guy buying it the day it comes out. Like, I'm a fanatic. I can't even keep up with it. But these days, it seems like, especially these days, there's a lot more. I mean, there's a lot more rappers, period. And, you know, back in those days, and Pike can attest to this, like, you used to get an album would come out, and you'd have at least 2 weeks with it to absorb it and listen to it and memorize it before the next one came out. Now you're getting 6-7 albums a day, sometimes, like mixtapes and everything. It's just hard to take it all in.
You got to sift through the garbage.
Yeah, but it's I mean, how do you even have enough time to do that? That's what's hard about it. But one of the things that I've just as a hip hop fanatic, one of the things that I've started to do is, now when I meet people, if I get a good vibe from them, I don't have time to listen to everybody, but I get a good vibe from Lando, I get a good vibe from Cash and Marley. Those guys are just nice guys and genuine, and they're not trying to beat you over the head like, oh, my album's the best, or my hip hop songs, my songs are the best, blah blah blah. You got to hear this, because if you say that, I mean, there's so many other people that's gonna get pushed to the side.
Let the music talk,
but also the personality of the person behind it. Like, I'm more willing to buy your album if you're just a nice person. I'm willing to give it a chance, because it's so much stuff coming across the table these days. You can't. It's impossible to listen to all of it, or it's impossible to invest time in all of it. You can listen to it, skip through tracks, blah blah blah. But I'm still the type of guy who listens to the music, the songs from the beginning to the end. I don't like. I'm gonna skip to track 4. No, I'll listen to the beginning to the end a couple times, and then after a few times, then I'll start picking the songs that I like out of it and focusing more on those. But it's doing injustice to the artist to just skip to their songs, especially if it's a new album from a new artist you haven't heard before.
Yeah, J-Rock just dropped his album.
Yeah, I haven't heard that yet. That's on my list.
It's nice.
12:43 a.m. We're gonna get to this track by Lando, Ring of Pride. Send some shout outs to all the people out there tuned in right now, man, before we get to your track.
Oh man, shoot. Let me shoot. Well, you threw me on the spot. Shoot, let me shout out to young Angie, young homie, young Mike, young homie. I see you, Marisa. I see you listening to. Shoot, shout out to all my Snapchat fans out there. Who's up on Snapchat? Man, you put me on the spot, bruh. I wasn't even ready for the shout out. I gotta wonder who listening and stuff. Hold on. Jesus, Mary and Joseph, bro. You put me on the spot.
You're not getting a shout out. If you're not listening, he's not
shout
going to shout
out to Herm. Ooh. Shout out to Chris. Shout out Lan. Shout out Sarah. Shout out Steven. I see you, Blair. Shout out you. Shout out No Anchovies Fool. I forgot your name, but you Snapchat on No Anchovies Fool, so I got you. I know, right? I'm bogus. I'm sorry. I forgot his name, but he's in my phone as No Anchovies Fool. He worked at No Anchovies. Boy, he used to give me the pizza hookup.
You got some shout outs?
Oh yeah, of course. Bonus, DJ Bonus, Fuka One, who I believe is painting. Is he painting at the summit? Fuka One. This is my graffiti rock crew, which is DJ Bonus, Merce, Fuka One. Those are my brothers.
Okay.
Who else? Oh man, Pike for putting this together.
Yeah, shout out Pike.
So much love for Pike for putting this together, doing it with class and doing it respectfully and doing it as as fairly as possible. I'm sure there's people that are mad at Pike for certain time slots or whatever. But man, this is not about that. This is about putting everybody on and giving everybody a chance. And
Pike's too sexy to be mad at.
Hashtag Bisbee.
Shout out Esmeralda. Shout out Runt. Shout out Driving. Shout out Finn.
12:45 a.m. I'm gonna read the description real quick for everybody out there, just to get a quick description. The Tucson Hip Hop Summit, the original Tucson Hip Hop Festival, is a 2-day indoor-outdoor music festival held at the Scratch Shack. Festival goers will enjoy easy access to a carefully selected variety of national, regional, and local talent performing on the stage, centrally located in the downtown area. The first annual Tucson Hip Hop Summit will take place Friday, September 18th and Saturday, September 19th. For 2 days, a diverse group of music enthusiasts will be treated to over 31 musical acts and 23 panel speakers. The festival will also include panels and workshops, which will emphasize a more in-depth view of Tucson's hip-hop culture, all provided by the Tucson Hip-Hop Community. The Scratch Shack is at 245 West Speedway, Tucson, Arizona, 85701. Google it. MapQuest. Roll through.
Shout out to Ari and Jazz for saying I sound cool on the radio.
Ooh, and shout out to Marisa for listening. You sending that Snapchat. That's dope. Hey, man. Oh, shout out to Malcolm for shooting my video too, and Bella. And dang, so many shout outs. I'm messing up.
Lando,
yes sir. Lo que pasó.
Rain of Pride. Let's get to it.
Rain of
Ladies
Pride.
and Midnight Hits 91.3 FM. Much love to Herm and Lando for coming through. Shout out Pike. 12:46 a.m. 91.3 FM. Tucson. Real people, real radio.
We used to weep when our children died.
I wonder if it's the same when it's suicide. Bodies stricken from the earth for some paper and a little pride. They go to call on man-made gods. When your end is nigh, he throws some friction from the prophet's contradictions. We're hanging out to dry and ain't nobody there to listen. The sweat on death is a mute, tongue starts to glisten. The people want change, but can't change just by wishing. I'm fishing for some courage, more brain and axe the mission. My nerves in my spine hurt from fusion incisions. My heart starts to beat, but the beat keeps missing. See, you're rooted by the ways of lost love and addiction.